just get it over here. Call it good. Greetings and welcome to Eagle Creek Springs, a tributary of the Salduck River at River Mile 41. The Salduck River flows into the Quileute River, which flows into the Pacific Ocean at La Push, Washington, along the Olympic coast of Washington State. The La Push is home to the Quileute tribe, Native Americans, and they have a pretty important interest in these salmon. And so I'm pretty much putting this together to show the habitat biologist for the tribe. Let them know what's going on up here for this spawning season and just kind of watch the end of it. It starts spawning. These are coho salmon. They're wild, native run coho salmon, the fall run. And they start coming in the creek in November, around the 11th or so, depending on rain. And then they'll keep coming in. Every time it rains, you hear about an atmospheric river coming in. Well, that'll bring some fish with it. And it did a great job this year. This is almost at the end of the run. We still have one more big river, atmospheric river, coming in at the end of the week. So I expect some more fish, but we've got the most of them now. So there's been a total of 62 reds this year. A red is the salmon nest. It's what a female will dig in the gravel to lay her eggs. And why they don't call it a salmon nest, I don't know. They call it a red. That's the biologist for you. They got to do things different. But yeah, we had 62 spawning pairs of salmon this year in the fall run. That, if a coho lays anywhere from 2,000 to the habitat biologists say 3,000, so I go with 2,000 because it's a conservative number. So that's anywhere from 124,000 to 186,000 coho salmon eggs in the creek right now. Really important for the wild population. And a really big number for a volunteer project. This is not sponsored. It was a shear site was originally put in by the state of Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. They had a mandate to save the coho salmon from extinction by the state legislators, and they put in a little group of engineers and excavator operators and went out into the cold water refuges of these streams along the Olympic coast and put in 53 of these shear sites. And what they are is enhanced habitat and restoration. This site here has 140 cubic yards of spawning gravel added, a whole bunch of woody debris, and a really nice salmon-friendly culvert that I have to maintain and bring in. These shear sites were all abandoned by the state of Washington in 2004. The legislators didn't like that the salmon population continued to decrease, so they stopped funding for these wild sites and put all their money into the hatchery program. And now that's in grave danger because they're really going to cut back on funding. But hey, it's not going to hurt us here at this site because we took over management as volunteers in 2004 and we made it better. You're looking at a real important part of the coho salmon population of the Salduck River right now. What's happening is this is the end of the spawning cycle. The Coho salmon has 6 stages. They go from egg to alvin to fry to smolt, then to ocean fresh, and then to spawning. And once they spawned out, they die. And that's kind of what we're looking at here. Everybody in this, all the salmon in this video have pretty much spawned by now. And their males are looking for any females that still have eggs. But you can see the females in this video because they have the white tails. And there's at least 4 that'll swim in this video that you can check out. And they're all done spawning. They're waiting. They'll spend the rest of their energy guarding their nest. And they'll do that till they die. They'll either die right on it or close by, because the last stage of the spawning part is this. I almost call it another stage. Once they die, they deposit all these nutrients that they brought from the Pacific Ocean right up onto this little place in the forest. That's going to get eaten, and the birds will attack it. They'll fly up into the trees. They'll poop. It gets into the whole forest that way.